Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Sorry for the late upload. I had a video ready but it got corrupted somehow and I was out of town as well. So today, as you will see in the link, that we'll be discussing the second ODI between India and England, and also we'll do something by looking at what happened in first ODI and if there was any similarity between the first ODI and the second ODI. And if there were any similarities, there has to be some differences, and what the differences were. So let's start. Second ODI, India versus England. England won very comfortably. Hats off to Ben Stokes. As far as the approach of Team India was concerned, it looked very symmetric as the first one, but what they missed out was Ben Stokes playing a hurricane inning where it was unbelievable, scoring 49 runs in last 12 balls, actually 11 balls, got out on the 12th. It was a blistering inning which took Indian bowlers apart, and I don't say that it was a fault of the bowler. It was the pitch where I don't think two spinners were needed at the time. Now, the first ODI that England played, they went with the same approach as they have said. In the first 15 overs, they'll just keep on hitting no matter how many wickets they lose. I think that they have a feeling that, if they lose 2 wickets in first 15 overs and score around 125, 130 runs, it gives them a good foundation to play a longer game. But we have to take it into consideration that they didn't play the entire allotted 50 overs, neither in the first ODI. In second ODI, of course, they finished their chase in 43.3 overs. So in 2 games, they haven't played 50 allotted overs. Now, looking at the approach, what I think was it's good for the ICC games where you have to play with several different teams. But when it comes to a bilateral series, there are so many consultants these days and analysts that they try to figure out what the weakness or the strength of a player is, especially a batsman. So it becomes easier. I don't know how well this approach of England of going from the get-go will work in a bilateral series. It's a 3 ODI series playing right now, which is it's not of such a great consequence, because after this they don't have any ODI series till probably next year. So another white ball will be the T20 World Cup, which will be played in India, or if they squeeze in a couple extra series with South Africa or New Zealand, I heard, or South Africa in between before the T20 World Cup, that'll be something to look for. Other than that, India's approach was I don't know, it was not as satisfying to me because they went with only one change, and it was the forced change that they had to adhere. Rishabh Pant coming in for Suresh Iyer, which was a given anyways. The approach, first ODI, Shikhar Dhawan scored 98, so of course he had to be in for the second. Not only he got under pressure, he couldn't manage to play Livingstone very as good as he should have. Livingstone playing his first game had a good effort swinging the ball outside the off stump for Shikhar Dhawan, and he got him out in that. Shikhar Dhawan taking 17 balls to score just mere one or a couple, which put some pressure on Rohit Sharma too. Rohit Sharma was going good. His shots were excellent. He was timing the ball well. And as I said that, in my other videos, or even talking to my cricket loving friends, that cricket is a game of margins. It's about 1 millimeter or fraction of seconds. That's what did Rohit Sharma. Just a fraction of a second. The ball swung just a little bit, a millimeter more than Rohit Sharma anticipated. And that's what happened, he got caught in short fine leg. Virat Kohli, as usual, great batsman, gives his 100%. It becomes a story that he hasn't scored a century for so long. But doesn't matter, he's scoring his runs, he's doing his part. No matter how good of a batsman you are, it's very hard to come down and score a century every game you play. So his 50s were decent. KL Rahul, I believe in this pitch he didn't do justice to himself. He definitely scored a century, but he should have gone for a daddy 100, probably 150, 160 runs when he was settled. Rishabh Pant, what can I say about this little chap? Excellent talent, fearless. I don't know what X factor means, but whatever it is, he has it. Hardik Pandya played a blistering inning and then pressed, as you know, the tail enders. They didn't do as good as expected, especially Krunal Pandya. He got his second game because he had scored a blistering half century in first ODI. Other than that, he should have not played the game, or even Kuldeep Yadav, as a matter of fact. The reason I was a bit disappointed with Indian team's selection was I don't know if they misread the pitch. They went with Kuldeep Yadav. They have kept him in the side for over a year or so, and he haven't had a game. If you keep somebody, don't just keep him so he can bowl in the nets. If he is low on confidence, let him go. Let him play Ranji Trophy or Devdar or Mustaq Ali. A game time works wonders on a player than bowling in the nets. To the best batsman in the world, it really doesn't matter who you bowl to in nets. But if you have a game time, even with the smaller clubs, it works wonders. So they should have let him go and asked him to, play some domestic cricket and then come back. As far as Hardik Pandya is concerned, if he is not bowling, then a specialist batsman should be in his place. You had Surya Kumar Yadav. The guy has performed in domestic cricket in IPL, and we all have seen him in the two T20s that he played. He's been warming up the bench, or not been selected for quite some time. Now he is warming up the bench. He had 2 T20s and 0 games after that, knowing that if he is being considered as one of the players for World T20, he must get some game time in a white ball, be it a 50 over, doesn't matter. He's warming up the bench. Probably, if Indian team management keeps on doing that, he may lay some eggs, I think. And it's not good for a player who has stormed in your team and made a point for himself. So Hardik Pandya should have been replaced by Surya Kumar Yadav. Yeah, he is a big hitter, but Ben Stokes can do that, Ben Stokes could be in a team as a specialist batsman playing at number 4 or even number 5. But we all know, no matter how good Hardik Pandya is, if he's not bowling, he is no Ben Stokes. He may be handy sometimes, with the bat, but an all-rounder who doesn't bowl should not be considered ahead of a specialist batsman who has already proven his point. Now, let's talk about England's approach. The difference or the similarities between the first ODI and the second ODI. First ODI, India 324 or 325. Second ODI, India 336. Margin 10-11 runs. First ODI, Bairstow 90s. Second ODI, Bairstow's 124. Ben Stokes didn't play as well in first ODI. In second ODI, he just mauled Indian bowlers. First ODI, the captain Morgan failed. Second ODI, the captain Butler failed. So quite a bit of similarities between them. Only difference was the Ben Stokes Hurricanes inning. Now, having said that, knowing Ben Stokes is one of the best players of white ball or even the red ball, take cricket altogether, he is one of the best players in the world. If he is not doing good, there will be a day that he will bring his best to the table.
Nice selfie stick. What kind of selfie stick is that?
I forgot the name about it. Thank you. Sorry guys, I'm outside and people asking me what I'm doing. So let's end this video for today, and I'll catch up with you very soon, and we'll discuss third ODIs and we'll evaluate all three ODIs played again, and we'll take some time and we'll go through each player in both teams and evaluate their performances and see where they could have done better. As I said, cricket is a game of margins. If someone is doing bad today, doesn't mean that they won't overcome their lack of luck in the next game. So I hope both teams play well, so we'll have an entertaining third one-day game, and may the best team win. For so long, I'll take my leave. Please like the video, subscribe it by clicking the bat and ball icon when you see at the end of the video. Share it with your friends, and let me know what do you think. If you have any questions or concerns, put it down on the comment box, and I'll try to reply to your comments as well, as I cannot go live. So I'll try to reply to your comments and be civil. Let's discuss only cricket. Let me know what you think. I'll let you know my perspective of the game, and we'll go forward with that. So for now, this is Biplav signing off. Stay safe. Bye-bye.